My name is Paul Anderson. I am the Assistant Manager of Travel, and here are a few things to think about when traveling abroad from our perspective. So before going, you might want to check your funding source. Some sponsors have specific requirements that you must meet in order for them to pay for it. So you may need to get some sponsor approval. You may need only a U.S. air carrier. You can only fly economy, stuff like that. Next, you want to think about how you're going to pay for all this. We do offer an MIT travel card that will basically pay for it up front, and then you expense it later, making sure it's activated, and there is a PIN number associated with every card now. Especially internationally, that's a big deal, but you may get there and you can't just swipe through, but that's getting more pervasive in the US too now. And if you want to claim foreign per diem rates, there's a link to the State Department, which they document rates and we follow those, so you can claim that if you would like. Destination banking infrastructure. If a corporate card can't be used, you can contact us. We can kind of help you to figure out a way to pay for things if the card isn't going to be an option. If you are needing a card, please make sure to think about it and apply in advance to us. It does take about a week for us to get a new card delivered. If you happen to be flying business class, that would be any leg of your trip is over 6 hours in air time, you can fly business. But you do still need to document the coach rate because you'll need to itemize the difference. You can also notify Bank of America or us in the travel office of your travel plans. Sometimes the bank, with fraud things, they can put a hold on your card and your card will just stop working while you're abroad. And it's nothing you did, it's just they suddenly saw there are charges from France here now, what's going on? So you can tell them in advance that you're going there so they hopefully don't do that. There are some help lines. It should be on your travel card if you have one, but here's a number here for you. You can always call the bank to address any issues. And there's just some information that they may ask you, the phone number, the address, a contact name, something like that, to verify who you are. Rental car insurance. When you're traveling abroad, we recommend that you purchase all the insurance you can. When you're in the U.S., MIT's coverage will cover you for the most part, but abroad it's not the same. So we do recommend that you go ahead and get that extra car insurance. Oops, skipped one. Back to per diem. So you can claim the daily rate for every ground day and travel days. If you're leaving in the early morning or leaving in the evening, you can claim up to 75% of that rate. If per diem is not being claimed, you do need to keep itemized receipts for all of your purchases over $75. There are a couple of exceptions where you have to have the receipt anyway, even if it's under $75, those being a business meeting or a meal with alcohol. We need to see those. A meal is a business meeting when a non-MIT person is present at that meal. If it's all MIT people, it's just a meal. Using the MIT travel card does not eliminate the need for the itemized receipts. Per government regulations and all sorts of stuff, we do need to keep those receipts. And finally, we have a few mobile apps to help you out while you're traveling. So the first one up here is TripLink. You can email your plans to plans@concur.com. It'll go right into your Concur account. And then you can start getting flight updates on your phone. If there are gate changes, if your flight's canceled or anything, this app will communicate and help facilitate your travel. Expense It is our newest one, and it actually has some pretty cool OCR, optical character recognition or whatever. I'm not exactly sure. But you basically take a photo of it, and it will read the receipt and fill in. It'll populate fields in Concur for you, so it'll fill in vendor name, city, amount, all that sort of stuff. So it kind of takes away some of the manual burden on the back end if you had to manually enter it yourself, and it also routes the receipt right into Concur, so you're ready to expense. And then the Concur mobile app is the final one, so you can take photos on this one as well. It doesn't have that same OCR technology, but you can still do it. But you can actually, on the fly as you're traveling, if you're on the flight home, you can be building your your trip report so you can just get it in and get your reimbursement as quickly as possible. And that's it. Thank you.